Hey everyone, welcome back to another Monday Motivation. Hope you're going really well. Slightly unorthodox one, as been the last few weeks, but I hope you're enjoying them, getting huge value out of them. When a cheese sandwich is no longer a cheese sandwich. Okay, this one's slightly strange, but bear with me. I guarantee there's a nice little punchline towards the end. I'm sure you've had a cheese sandwich before in your life, and I'm sure it's been nothing special. You know, it's two pieces of bread. Maybe you've gone out and got some whole grain if you're feeling extra healthy and or fancy. You got yourself one of those packet cheeses when you're growing up as a kid. You know, I'm not sure if they actually are even cheese, the rubber things. Maybe you've gone a little bit fancier again and cut yourself off a nice little slab of cheddar. But typically it's not something you would say is an outrageous, luxurious, amazing experience. It's kind of like what you eat when there's nothing else to eat. You know, we got a loaf of bread and we got some cheese, well, might as well make a cheese sandwich, right? But what happens when you think about a cheese sandwich in a different way? And I want to tell you the story of a company called Serendipity 3, which is an amazing restaurant in New York, who actually holds the world record for the most expensive cheese sandwich. They sell this sandwich for $214 US dollars, and people travel from all over the world to go to New York to eat a cheese sandwich, which poses the question as to how. How can you go from taking something that's a rubber piece of fake cheese with two pieces of stale white bread and turning it into something that's a destination and worth that much money? And I'll tell you one thing, team, it's about storytelling and experience. Arguably the two things that the marketplace is craving more than ever. When there's so much choice out there, when there's so much competition, when there's so many places and people could buy from, if you fail to have an element of storytelling and you fail to give your customers an experience, you will be forgotten just like a normal cheese sandwich. And so it poses the question as to why. How do they do this? Well, it's about the story behind the cheese sandwich. The bread comes from France and it's baked in Dom Perignon champagne with edible 24-karat gold. The butter is this white truffle oil butter, again with gold in it. The cheese is this one place in the world makes this cheese where the cows are in a certain field, they only eat a certain type of grass, and then they bake this cheese in a cave for 18 months. And then they slab it on and put it all together and you eat this cheese sandwich. I don't even know if it tastes that great, but people are lining up all day, every day. It's spoken about all over the world, and they pay this much for a cheese sandwich. Why? Because they have an element of storytelling and they give somebody an exceptional experience. Now has been never been a scarier time to be boring and normal. And at the same time, now has been a scarier time to be absolutely crazy. The perfect way here, team, is balance. You want to place right in the middle here. This side is uncertainty, where they're like, I wonder what they're going to do next. If you're 100% here, the marketplace will perceive you as being crazy. If you're over here, this is certainty. And if you spend 100% of your time here, meaning every single Monday motivation is the same and you're like, oh, boring, that's what you'll get, okay? If it's the same every time, there's too much certainty. The best place to sit is right here, 50-50. Half of them go, okay, I like what you put out. I've got some trust in what you're doing. I've got some certainty, but at the same time, seriously? You're talking about a cheese sandwich and you're putting some business strategy behind it? I wonder what they're gonna do next week. That's what I mean, and I want you to do the same. So, question. What's your $214 cheese sandwich? What's the thing that you can incorporate more storytelling into your sales messaging and your marketing messaging? And what's the experience that you deliver? What's the thing that you create that gets people talking in a really positive way? So that's your game plan. Make yourself a cheese sandwich, have a chat about this, put some strategy in place and go ahead and implement. I look forward to seeing your results. And in the same way, if there's any other way I can help you in the meantime, just say the word. See you on the next Monday Motivation really soon.
now I want one.
Yeah, Matt makes toasties. Go to his Instagram page and you'll see plenty of other toasted sandwiches. Would you eat a $214 toasted sandwich?
If I can take a picture of it.
Exactly, see? See?